That's crystal clear. That means no people are living in Babylon.
I mean, spiritually.
Huh?
Spiritually,
Okay. No people are spiritually living in Babylon. Okay. All right. I wish some of these plagues were just spiritual. I'll tell you. Read on. And I wish the war that the armies, the kings that he's stirring up, I wish they were spiritual too. Okay. And the arrows, which are the missiles, maybe they are metaphorically spiritual missiles. Finish reading, please.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. They became as women.
Their might have failed, and they became as women. And it's no wonder they became as women. Look at what they're doing to all of our food and all of our water and the lifestyle, how they making the woman the man and the man the woman. Look at what they're doing. Okay? Let me tell you, they're not fluoridating the people over there in Iran. They're not chemtrailing their own people in Iran. They're not putting bisphenol A in the waters in Iran, turning the men feminine. They don't have a gay campaign or a homosexual campaign because they want their young men to be prepared for war. Not running around with a shirt tied up over their navel with a pair of Daisy Dukes on. See, and this is what goes on in America. All right? So this is, now the men have become women. Finish reading.
Verse 31. Middle of verse 30. Their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. Verse 31. One post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end, and that the passages are stopped, and the reeds they have burnt with fire, and the men of war are affrighted. For thus the Most High Ahijah of hosts, the power of Israel, the daughter of Babylon, is like a threshing floor.
This proved to is not speaking of ancient Babylon. Now it's showing you who it's speaking of. The daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. Read.
It is time to thresh her, yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come. Nebuchadrezzar, the king of Babylon, hath devoured me. He hath crushed me. He hath made me an empty vessel. He hath swallowed me up like a dragon.
And Nebuchadnezzar represents the leader. How do we know this? Because Nebuchadnezzar was not the king of the daughter of Babylon. He was the king of ancient Babylon. So it's talking about the leader. Nebuchadnezzar was the leader of ancient Babylon. So it says, Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, hath devoured me. He hath crushed me, telling you what your leaders have done to us. Read.
He hath swallowed me up like a dragon. He hath filled his belly with my delicates. He hath cast me out. The violence done to me and to my flesh be upon Babylon. Shall the inhabitant of Zion say, and my blood be upon the inhabitants of Chaldea. Shall Jerusalem say,
read on.
Therefore thus saith the Most High Ahijah, behold, I will plead thy cause, and take vengeance for thee. I will dry up her sea, and make her springs dry.
That's a drought. Go ahead. And right now, how many cities are dealing with a drought within Babylon right now? Right? Read.
Verse 37. And Babylon shall become heaps, a dwelling place for dragons, an astonishment and an hissing, without inhabitant.
Without an inhabitant. So this cannot be speaking of ancient Babylon, because people are still living in Iraq. There's people inhabiting Iraq right now, which is ancient Babylon. Finish reading.
Verse 38. They shall roar together like lions. They shall yell as lions' whelps. In their heat I will make their feast. I will make them drunken, that they may rejoice, and sleep a perpetual sleep, and not wake, saith the Most High Ahia. I will bring them down like lambs to the slaughter, like rams with he-goats. How is Shishak taken, and how is the praise of the whole earth surprised? How is Babylon become an astonishment among the nations? The sea is come up upon Babylon.
Read it again.
The sea is come up upon Babylon.
The sea is come up upon Babylon.
She is covered with the multitude of the waves thereof.
She is covered with the multitudes of the waves thereof. What's that? Water. That's a judgment that's coming to her. Read.
Verse 43. Her cities are a desolation, a dry land and a wilderness, a land wherein no man dwelleth, neither doeth any son of man pass thereby. And I will punish Bel in Babylon, and I will bring forth out of his mouth that which he hath swallowed up. And the nations shall not flow together any more unto him.
Hold up now. The nations shall not flow together unto her. You got the Statue of Liberty. Bring me your poor. Bring me the young. Bring me all ethnicities. They're flowing into Babylon, but the Most High is going to close the gate on that. A matter of fact, when the wars begin, the Bible tells us, Jeremiah tells us, that the nations are going to begin to go back to their own people. And that's what they do. They don't go to stay with the whore. They go to lay with her. And then they get the money, send the money back to their respective countries, and set up a house off the money they make on us, and eventually they go back to where they came from. This is how they operate. So the Most High is going to stop the flowing of the people going into that country. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 51, the end of verse 44. Yea, the wall of Babylon shall fall. Verse 45. My people, go ye out of the midst.
Hold up, read that again.
My people, go ye out of the midst.
I think within this chapter, he said flee and get out of her around 3-4 times. Right? Read.
My people, go ye out of the midst of her, and deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of the Most High Ahia. And lest your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor. And
wars and rumors of wars. You're hearing about it, and because it's not happening, you think it's not going to happen. Read.
Verse 46, end of verse 46. And violence in the land, ruler against ruler. Verse 47. Therefore, behold, the days come that I will do judgment upon the graven images of Babylon, and her whole land shall be confounded, and all her slain shall fall in the midst of her. Then the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, shall sing for Babylon, for the spoiler shall come unto her from the north, saith the Most High Ahia. As Babylon hath caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon shall fall the slain of all the earth. Ye that have escaped the sword, go away, stand not still. Remember the Most High Ahia afar off, and let Jerusalem come into your mind.
Listen to this clear. Ye that have escaped the sword, that means you escaped the destruction that's coming to Babylon, go away and stand not still. So when you leave, remember the power or the God Ahia afar off, and let Jerusalem come into your mind, because that's looking forward, not looking back. Now let Jerusalem come into your mind. She's finished. Right? Read.
Verse 51. We are confounded, because we have heard reproach. Shame hath covered our faces, for strangers are come into the sanctuary of the Lord's house.
Strangers have destroyed us. Strangers have destroyed our sanctuary, our belief. They destroyed our understanding so that we cannot connect to our God. They've given us their gods. Baal, Baal, Satan, the dragon, Moloch. These are the gods we've been worshiping ignorantly. Jesus, Zeus. Okay, we ain't know nobody named Jesus. Total madness. And then when we wake up and understand these things and say, well, hold up, I'm a stranger here. You dragged me here. And the Most High start reviving us. They be like, okay, we have one can see, extremist, you a terrorist. Read on.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 52. Wherefore, behold, the days come, saith the Most High Ahiah, that I will do judgment upon her graven images.
You're going to destroy all your images and your idols. And man, if you even look at Washington, D.C., it's idol after idol. Monuments of idols. Obelisks, which is man's personal member. That's what obelisk is. What's that, the Washington Monument? Idols every place. 5-pointed stars every place. Read.
End of verse 52. And through all her land the wounded shall groan. Verse 53. Though Babylon shall mount up to heaven, and though she should fortify the height of her strength, yet from me shall spoilers come unto her, saith the Most High Ahiah.
So it lets you know that she's actually building a fort to fight against the Most High. Though Babylon should mount up to heaven, that's NASA, and though she should fortify the height of her strength, that means build her military, yet from me shall spoilers come unto her, saith the Lord. Regardless of her intent to go out in space and fight against the Most High is going to send spoilers amongst her. Read.
Verse 54. A sound of a cry cometh from Babylon, and great destruction from the land of the Chaldeans, because the Most High Ahiah have spoiled Babylon, and destroyed out of her the great voice. When her waves do roar like great waters, a noise of their voice is uttered, because the spoiler is come upon her, even upon Babylon, and her mighty men are taken. Everyone of their bows is broken. For the Most High Ahiah, our power of recompense shall surely requite.